And so I'm thinking that could be the case.
Yes, I think you're absolutely correct. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out. Meteorology is not my expertise. I'm an astronomer.
Yes.
But you're a meteorologist, and so I rely on your knowledge.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that. Now, anything else you want to highlight, because we're getting really, really close to this, because I know you have something personal you want to do here when we actually reach totality, so I don't want to hold you up from that.
No.
And this is something to honor your granddaughter.
Yes, we are conducting something called the Heavenly Howl of the New Moon. In the Wabash Valley, I'm known for howling at the full moon, much like Mad Madeline back in the 80s.
Yes.
She was a wonderful lady, and she celebrated the lunacy of howling at the moon. I howl at the full moon to celebrate the lives of children whose lives were cut short for whatever reason.
Okay.
Our granddaughter Heavenly lost her life back in 2012, and so we howl at the full moon normally.
Yeah.
This is the only time you'll see the new moon. Normally we don't see the new moon. We'll see the phases coming in and coming out of it. But the new moon is always invisible to us, even though it's near the sun and the sun's glare blocks it out. But here in a few minutes, we're going to see the new moon as it passes in front of the sun, and we will howl in the memory of our granddaughter Heavenly, who I happen to have right here, as well as the memory of all children whose lives were cut way too short.
Okay.
And we honor them from the bottom of our heart.
Okay. Are you going to do that down there? You're going to go down with your grandkids?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
you go down there and do that.
Okay. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
I want to bring my grandchild Luna up.
Okay.
And Luna is a wonderful young person who's named after the moon.
Yeah. Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
All right. All
We'll
right.
be back.
All right. Very good. Okay. And we are very shortly going to join CBS. Is that
right.
correct?
Yep. When we approach totality, we're going to be.
No, we're not. Actually, we're going on our station. We're
Right.
Yeah, because CBS is already showing this, but we're going to show.
We're going to go on
local.
WTHI. Yeah, we're
Right.
going to interrupt the national coverage if you're watching WTHI-TV and show you what's happening right here in the Wabash Valley.
All right, and so they're making announcements over here on the stage right now. My experience has been, and I'm going to be just completely quiet when we go into totality, because if it works out the way I think it probably will, you'll hear this roar of the people cheering and applauding and so on because of this really, really cool thing.
Yep. We're about 15 seconds away from going on TV, so
All right.
we'll wait.
Well, you want to tie me down on that?
Yeah,
Okay.
stand by. So I guess we'll just hang out here.
Yeah, who's talking in our ear?
Annie, back to the station.
Oh, Annie. Okay. She'll let us know when we're on.
Stand by. We're live.
All right, everybody. Here we are in Vincennes on the dark side of the Wabash. Well, the Wabash is right behind us here, Everett. And, folks, if you have not noticed outside, it's getting dim.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like an eerie tone a little bit.
Well, it is,
You can tell
yeah.
something's up.
It is. And this whole thing will just be an incredible experience. What we would like people to watch for, first of all, is the cheer that is made by humans, but also how are the animals going to behave? I would think that farm animals are probably more likely to react to a certain degree. You're a farm guy. What do you think?
Especially like birds, because chickens will often roost when it gets
Right.
dark. So I'd be interested to see, they'll probably tell me back home if they try to start roosting, because obviously it's getting kind of dark. So
Sorry, I want a full report from Everett's family back home.
their senses may be like, all right, it's time to roost,
Well,
but
yeah. And there's that, and you might hear crickets.
yep. I remember in 2017 when my family was down in Hopkinsville, we heard the crickets come out. Maybe some spring peepers this time of year. The frogs might start
Possible.
croaking.
Yeah, it's possible. If the eclipse had happened a little bit later in the season, sometimes plants are more susceptible. They'll fold up, or leaves and things like that. But because it's kind of early in the season, well, then I'm not so sure how much the plants will react, because they're not really out all that much.
Yeah. Yeah. Temperature's starting to drop a little bit.
You have the
I do. We're dropping a little bit of our temperature. We've got to keep a track of the temperature because we can't expect it to cool off a little bit once the sun is blocked off.
Yeah.
So
So
earlier
we
we were up to 75. We dropped down to 74.
Okay.
So we're obviously not quite to totality yet. And once that happens,
Well,
I
that's
expect
true.
it'll drop a lot more.
Well, that's right. Our general manager is here, and he came up just a moment ago and said, it's getting cooler. Well, he's in the shade.
Bit of a breeze, too.
Yeah, there is a bit of a breeze, which is also possible because a breeze can sometimes be caused by differences in temperature. And where it's dark where we are, and yet it's light in some other areas, we might actually feel a breeze. In fact, I'm feeling a bit of a breeze right now.
Yep, coming up.
So,
Take a look on my glasses, because if you still are looking at the eclipse, you need to have your glasses at this point. It's not until we get to totality that it's safe to do so. Just a little sliver looks like a crescent moon almost. The sun
it does. Yeah, it does. And I do also want to point out, again, because we mentioned that the telescope we're using, the lunar or the solar telescope, is flipped because of the optics, I guess. And so if you go out and look through your glasses, it's going to look different than what you're seeing on TV, but that's okay. It's just a function of the telescope itself. And so now can you hear that? Listen to this, folks. Here's the Vincennes University pep band. Listen to this. The final countdown. Oh, I was going to have you sing that.
Oh, you can sing.
No, I'm not singing.
Time-wise, we're right at 2:53 Eastern Time. And totality in Vincennes starts at 3:02, and then in Terre Haute it's around 3:05. So it staggers a little bit depending on where you are in the Wabash Valley. We do have a list of that on our website. If you're not sure, you can find that table and find out when it starts. But we're less than 10 minutes away here in Vincennes.
All right, all right. Hold on a second, James. What do you got there? I'm going to do this after totality, if you don't mind. Yeah, because I want to have everything be quiet during totality. Yeah. One of the neat things it's about to happen is that there are some societies, some people who, especially Native Americans, years and years and years ago, when the sun would get like this, they would light arrows and shoot them up to the sky in hopes of relighting the sun. So
fascinating.
Yeah, fascinating. All right. Well, we're getting really, really close to this, and well, look at that. Okay. This is very exciting. Anything you want to say, James?
No, but I want to eclipse you while I go by to get to my camera.
Okay,
go ahead.
Yeah, take some good pictures.
Thank you.
Kevin, you need to go in front too, or are you going to sit there and eat a chocolate chip cookie? No, I haven't had one. I'm working. Get some my. All right, there's just a little veil of a haze, but that's not going to affect us in the viewing at all. And
we've lucked out with the weather. Couldn't ask for much better weather for an eclipse viewing than today.
We have. So I have on my phone an eclipse timer. Do you have that, Cody? Do you have? Okay. So it's 2:55, and this thing, I have an app that's supposed to be telling me when the eclipse is going to be happening. Here, you talk for a moment.
Yeah.
And let me look for this.
Okay.
There's the timer right there.
Yeah, I can tell you just by the sights of sound around Vincennes, it's nice to see all the people coming in. Obviously, they've been expecting quite a bit of tourism with this here in Knox County, and we can see people waiting up on the George Rogers Clark Bridge. I've walked over to the George Rogers Clark Memorial. There are a lot of people over there. Patrick Henry Square has been bustling with activity, and people are all just hanging out, standing along the Riverwalk, having chairs out in the grass, and all awaiting this spectacle that we've all been talking about for a long time.
This is getting to be kind of creepy. Here goes Kevin Clodfelter, who you sometimes hear the Dinkies commercials on Channel 10. There he went. He just went there, the guy who does the Dinkies commercials. So we're getting closer and closer. And when this happens, it will be a somewhat rapid thing, I think. It'll go whoop, like that. And it'll just be a really amazing, amazing thing. If you're watching this at home, and you can't get out, we have it for you here on TV. But if you do have eclipse classes and you can get out and take a look at it, this is something you certainly want to witness in person.
Yeah. I think they're telling me in the control room that they have a shot from Carbondale, Illinois, where they're approaching totality there. So let me know if we have that pulled up on air. And they all luckily had the good viewing, too. They got to see it in 2017 and this year.
That's the weird, and that's the crazy thing, that there was a sort of an X across the middle part of the country, and Carbondale was pretty much where the X is.
Yep.
So that was freaking everybody out. But,
And they'll obviously see totality a little bit before us, so they'll
Yeah.
get the first view as it
Okay.
comes across. And
Okay.
I did look back. We were talking about Texas earlier, so they did
Yeah.
have a few breaks in the clouds. But unfortunately,
good.
down to the south, they had more cloud cover than we have here.
Well, too bad. All right, you need to get through here, James?
I do.
Okay, he's going to...
I'm going for my totality pictures and my howl.
Okay,
We'll see you after the shadow.
we'll be there. Okay, so the...
Temperature-wise, we've dropped down to 73, so we're still going down.
So it's dropped, what, 2 degrees?
Yep.
Okay, 2 degrees. And humidity should not probably be a problem, but I really think the temperature, we'll notice a difference in the temperatures.
I'll let you hold that. 'cause my
Yeah,
glasses
okay.
went awry.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah, here. And folks, it's also a good idea. They kind of recommend that you be really careful if you look through your actual glasses and these as well. So you can do it, but just be careful. Okay? So it's getting closer and closer.
Just a little sliver left.
Yeah, and a little bit of a cirrus cloud going on there. See that? So, or maybe that's left over from a jet trail,
That could be.
which would be
spread out.
cirrus. Yeah, their jet trails are kind of spread out.
But
Maybe
the lighting is very strange. You can obviously tell.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
very dim. Feels
Yeah.
like someone's pulled a shade over.
Yeah, yeah. This is really something. And it's one thing to keep in mind as well is the moon is moving and also the Earth is moving. So we have two moving things in the sky. Well, the Earth isn't in the sky, but the Earth is moving and the moon is moving, but the sun is not moving.
Yep, it's
At least
staying there.
not to any degree.
Yeah.
You know, it's if you want to get really, really technical, the sun's moving a little bit, but we don't notice that. So, at any rate, okay, here it comes, and I'm just going to just be quiet now. Okay, I'm going to be quiet. We're going to leave the mic on, and
About 4 minutes till
4
totality
minutes.
and Vincennes.
All right, because it's getting closer and closer, and actually, there's kind of it's more quiet.
Yeah.
Here, have you noticed that?
Everyone's just kind of waiting in anticipation
Right.
of totality.
Yeah, yeah. Which is, didn't you get through here, Cody? Okay, Cody is with ISU. He's actually operating the telescope. I don't know what James does, but he bosses Cody around.
Yeah, I
He
guess
has
so.
been all morning. So, and we've got a great crowd down here in Vincennes.
We do.
As well.
A lot of people from out of the Wabash Valley.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, most people
Mm-hmm.
are, well, not most, but a lot.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people, a lot of different
Okay.
states' license plates.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to look again. All right, this is going to be just a few moments.
Still hear some birds chirping.
Yeah,
Just
I
a
do.
few.
Yeah, I hear church bells, but I think that's from the cathedral anyhow.
Yep.
I don't
It
know if
should
they're
be about
doing
3 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or they probably are because I
Yeah.
think they ring the bells. Boy, now it's creepy.
It's
out
just-
here.
yeah.
Folks. This is really something.
Yeah, if you can
Rod?
step outside and experience that.
Rod,
I
can
would
you kind
recommend
of show that over there and how sort of dim everything looks? And of course, all these people along the bridge, the memorial bridge down here in Vincennes. All eyes are trained now to the sky, and there's this sort of somber quietness where people are, I think, are just waiting. And there's probably a fair amount of people who don't quite know what to expect. They've seen pictures
Yep.
and so on.
heard about it.
Yeah, but I'm hearing some birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're chirping like it's morning.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. So, and this is about to go here just any minute now, but way over here, there are trees right behind us here, and so you can't actually see the whole crowd, but there's a stage over there that has music. We have boats out on the river, and everybody
Had
is
planes
just-
coming in.
300, at
Yeah,
least 300,
from
Sarah
Northville.
told me. Yeah, people coming up from who knows where, trying to get away from the cloudiness.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting closer. This is an incredible sound. I can see how this would disturb people if they didn't quite know what was going
Yeah,
on.
back before they knew the science behind it and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and all of a sudden it's just getting dark.
Yeah, and there's this, and I'm not even sure that it was apparent that the moon was getting in the way of the sun. It probably was to a certain degree. Okay, the birds are chirping. Now we've got
cool breeze.
We've got a breeze. Yeah.
Temperature down to 72, so we're
Okay.
still dropping.
And I expect it to. Wow, look how dark that looks over there. See that?
Yeah,
All right,
especially
this is it.
down to our southwest, you can really see the darkness.
Oh, wow, look at that. You got that, Rod? Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about to be the greatest show above Earth. It really is. And I'm so glad that we can bring this to you because this is. That is so dark. Look at this. Yeah.
We're just about there.
Here we go.
Just one little sliver left. You can hear the
Listen.
cheers starting now.
Whoa, there it was. Yep. There we are. Whoa, look at that. Look, and there's Venus
You see
to the
planets,
right.
yep.
Venus is to the right. Jupiter is to the left.
A couple airplanes. Some
Yeah.
of those lucky flights, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Venus, Jupiter to the left.
Yeah.
You can't see the comet because it's too faint. This is incredible. Rod, can you shoot the camera at that? No? Do you want to try?
Yeah, we got about a little less than 4 minutes of totality here in Vincennes. So if you're up in Terre Haute, if it hasn't started already, as we'll be here very shortly. Just
With a
incredible.
nice breeze. What have I got for temperature?
We're still around 72,
Oh,
but we're dropping
okay.
down to the lower part.
Yeah.
I do see that plane flying near the sun. I wonder if it just happens to be in the path of totality or if it was one of those flights.
Or some guy who probably wonders, hey, what's happening? Yeah, this is, I think I might be able to see a faint star just to the left of the moon and the sun, but I'm not sure. But I know I can see Venus and
Okay,
Jupiter.
Rod, zooming in on the sun.
Okay. And that sort of glow you see around the sun, well, look at that. See, something's squirting up from it,
Yep.
which is probably a solar flare, unless my eyes are,
Yeah, I see it too, down there on the bottom.
well, I was looking at the top.
Oh, I see a little spot on the bottom.
Yeah. So the sun has been very, very active and putting out a lot of solar storms and solar flares and things. And it's possible that that's one of the reasons we're seeing that really beautiful corona. And darkness is over us here, but if you look on the horizon,
Got
you
like-
look to the north, you look to the south,
360 sunset almost.
yeah, but it's brighter that way. So we're definitely in the shadow now of the moon.
And the street lights have come on downtown. I can see those on through
Yep.
Patrick Henry Square.
I don't hear too many. Of course, we're at a place where there are a lot of people, I guess, but I don't notice the birds so much.
Nope.
Or they've gone to bed.
Yep, it's kind of
think
nice still.
so?
They think it's going. They think it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Now we've got about 1:30 of totality in Vincennes left. So it should
Oh,
be
look
in
at
Terre
that!
Haute
Look
by
at
now.
that! What's that on the bottom of the?
Yeah, there's that little spot that I saw earlier, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. This is naked eye viewing, by the way, folks.
Yeah, if
can-
you look through your Eclipse glasses now, you won't see anything.
Yeah.
But be ready, because as soon as we get out of totality, you'll want the glasses back on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And when when the totality ends, there'll be another little diamond ring effect. There should be.
And the telescope is on the right side of your screen. And there's nothing there, but on the left side, you can see what we're seeing on the ground.
Yeah.
And it is neat that we can see the planets, as we mentioned.
Yeah, it really is.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. This is
And our
really-
wispy clouds are highlighted. Now the light's coming back from the southwest, so you
Yep.
can tell it's about to end.
There goes a jet way, way up in the sky. I'm seeing going past.
Yep, there it goes. It's going right past the sun.
I'll bet you that's the.
That could be that flight.
Yeah.
That would be a really neat flight.
It would. Is it Delta? Who's doing that?
Yeah, Delta did 2 flights.
Yep. There they're going.
All right, we've got about 15 seconds for hearing on the loudspeaker.
All right. About time to put your glasses back on, folks. 4, 3, 2. Oh, look at that.
There it
Whoa,
comes.
look at
There's-
that. Whoa.
There's the beat effect. Ah.
Yeah. Glasses on. That sun's
Yeah,
bright.
Vincennes back, but I was just told that they have a shot from Indy, so while Vincennes is getting out of totality, if we can take that now,
Okay, let's
Indy
go.
is still in totality, Indianapolis, since they're farther to the
All right,
north.
let's see what they're doing.
So, there you go. So we are getting the light back here in Vincennes, getting that to that weird
Yeah.
shade again.
How much did we drop? Do you got a...
Our temperature, well, we're backwards. We went back up from what it
Okay.
was earlier.
So it dropped...
It
what,
dropped a
5,
few degrees,
6,
5 degrees, yeah. Because
yeah.
it definitely was noticeably cooler,
Yeah.
and we had that breeze.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, this is pretty
Here
great.
comes some birds that I think were roosting in the trees. You can see them flying back over.
Oh, yeah, there they are,
A
yeah.
bunch of them.
That is so great. All right, now I think what we're going to do is we'll just continue to have the feed, because I've talked as much as I think we can to narrate what's happening with this, and so we're going to continue to do our feed from Vincennes at WTHI-TV.com, and we're going to continue to do that until about 4:15, or until the eclipse is completely over. And we'll be in and out. We'll continue to show you a feed of the solar telescope, because that is a really neat thing.
Yeah,
So,
it's been really neat. And we can start to see the sun again. Obviously, we've got the light coming back. So
that's right.
we had a really cool experience.
It's been wonderful. And again, folks, I want to hear your impressions. You can email either Everett or me, or write me a letter or something, and say, because I really like to document what people's experiences have been.
It's been a long time since the Wabash Valley's been in the path of totality,
yeah.
and it's going to be a long time before it is again.
Yeah, a really long time. All right, folks, we're going to just go back to a silent feed here, and in a little while we'll be back and talk. We're
you're
going
watching
back
on
to CBS.
WTHI.
Oh yeah, okay.
If you're watching on WTHI, we're going to rejoin CBS's coverage of the eclipse, because it is still progressing. Obviously, you get towards New England, they're getting ready for totality, so they'll have coverage for you until 3:30, I believe.
All right, very good. All right, thanks for watching, and enjoy the eclipse.
Yeah, there's nothing to compete with that.
I'm excited to travel for
All right. Okay.
You're on, boy.
All right. Come on, Cody. Yeah, I want to get your reaction to what happened. We okay? We on? We good? Everything's fine? Okay. Oh yeah, you're just trying to. Yeah. Okay, we are back, and this is Cody from Indiana State University. Actually, you're the guy who's running this camera. I don't know what James does.
Yes.
But tell me, you were just saying you were giddy. You were giddy.
Absolutely, yes.
Tell me, this is the first eclipse you've witnessed.
Yeah, so this is my first eclipse that I've experienced, first totality. So it's something, it's totally unreal. It's something like I've looked at different planets and nebulas and galaxies, but honestly, this trumps it all. It definitely, it's just something that I can't express into words. That just something that it mind boggled me that I would just that could happen and it could look like that.
Yeah. And just imagine what it was like, 2 centuries ago.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So, all these people who weren't super educated on the topic, didn't know what they were seeing, so they just saw this and they probably thought it was an act of their own God. But, I thank God that he was able to let me see this, and I think that just he was able to let me see this, and I was just able to experience this today.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. I'll let you get back to that telescope.
All right,
okay?
thank you.
James, where are you?
I'm right here.
All right. Now we have a guest, somebody.
We have a guest. This is one of my grandchildren.
Another one.
Well, I have 19 of them. But Luna is named in honor of the moon and in honor of what we've just witnessed. And my heart is still pounding.
Yeah.
I can feel it. And this is my third eclipse, and it doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
This one was the best.
But Luna has a poem by Edgar Allan Poe he'd like to read in honor of what we've just seen.
All right, bud.
All right. Evening Star, 1827, by Edgar Allan Poe. 'Twas noontide of summer and mid-time of night, and stars, in their orbits, shone pale through the light of the brighter, cold moon, amid planets her slaves, herself in the heavens, her beams on the waves. I gazed a while on her cold smile, too cold for me. There passed as a shroud a fleecy cloud, and I turned away to thee. Proud evening star, in thy glory afar, and dearer thy beam shall be. For joy to my heart is the proud part thou bearest in heaven at night, and more I admire thy distant fire than that colder, lowly light.
Thank you very much. That was very well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Here, take my hand. Ooh, that's a good, strong handshake. All right. So you can be real proud of this guy.
I'm proud of every one of my grandchildren, but this one has a very special place in my heart. I love you.
All right. You get kind of teary-eyed, James.
I can't help it. I love my grandchildren. I love my children. I love the earth. I love the stars. I love the heavens.
All right. Well, I was going to ask you. Oh, I know. I'll tell this story. And you want me to tell the story about the 1806 eclipse?
Please do.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. We're here in Vincennes, and William Henry Harrison, just right up this way, just to the north of where we are. William Henry Harrison has had his mansion called Grouseland. And William Henry Harrison, his job was to clear the Native Americans out of this part of the country.
Yeah.
Okay? So he was here, and that was his job, to get everybody out. The only thing is, there was Tecumseh, the great chief, and Tecumseh's brother, Tonsqua, or something like that.
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce.
Yeah, the prophet. They called him the prophet. So William Henry Harrison is going along, and he's trying to get rid of all these Native Americans and so on. And Tecumseh and his brother got together, and they said, we got to do something. We have to unite all of the tribes in this area. We have to unite these tribes so that we can, conquer the white man, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Tecumseh's brother, the prophet, said, if you do that, if you try to get rid of us, I will talk to the Great Father, and there will be a sign, and you'll be sorry. And William Henry Harrison said, fine, show me what you can do. I'm paraphrasing that, but yeah, show me what you can do. And the prophet said, there will be a sign in the sky. I've talked to the Great Father, who will take the light of the sun and show you who's boss. Well, in 1806, and now I'm forgetting the date right off the top of my head, there was a solar eclipse. And it was just like the one we saw here. And all of the natives in the area just freaked out, but they were banded together so that they had this sort of new will to conquer the white man. And it wasn't until the Battle of Tippecanoe that William Henry Harrison was able to make some headway.
Yes, it's a wonderful story. Absolutely true. It just goes to show you the power of the heavens, what they can bring about if we just set our minds to it.
All right, very good. So now I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, get a glass of water, and there's chocolate chip cookies around here somewhere.
Ooh.
Sorry, yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right, so we'll be back soon. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back.
No need to hope. I'm telling you.
You're trying to get.
Get us killed.
What, you gonna fall off that?
I might.
Well, do you all three want to be in the center?
Sure.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Good there.
You're good.
And I
All
can't
right.
do
We
this.
good? We on? No, don't do that. We just.
I promise
We're
you.
on the air.
Oh,
All right, we're on the feed. So.
yeah, I have dialed it down. I think I behaved myself.
Okay. Yes. Jay, I hear music coming. Are you?
I do. Oh, the Captain Kangaroo theme. Don Rogers. I'll bother him later.
Okay. So, James, I want to thank you and Indiana State University for supplying the solar camera and coming down here. I know it's kind of a hassle setting up, but I think it was worth it.
Oh, it was definitely worth the effort. I certainly want to extend my gratitude to Indiana State University, to Cody Walker from undergraduate from the physics department, especially a kind shout out to Dr. Jennifer Latimer, chairman of the Environment and Earth Systems Department of Indiana State University. EES is what we call it. It used to be Geography, Geology, but it's now EES. We are very grateful. Without your support, we wouldn't be here doing what we did, getting the wonderful shots we got. So thank you to Indiana State.
This has just been a really cool experience. So thank you, James.
Yeah, my heart is still.
I know. Well, if you need any, there's a
Water.
EMT.
Water is
there's
what
an
I need.
EMT around here
Yeah,
somewhere.
water is what I need.
Okay, well, thank you. And Everett, this has been an incredible experience. You've seen solar eclipses before, but this one, I think, takes the cake.
Yeah, this one was a lot longer, the totality was,
Yeah.
than what we saw in 2017.
Yeah.
So it was really neat to experience,
Yeah.
and a lot of people in Vincennes as well. But if you can
Yeah.
see a little bit behind us, a lot of crowds starting to disperse.
Well,
so.
yeah, they're trying to get on the highway to get out of here. And I also want to thank Sarah Wolf, Vincennes, the whole city of Vincennes. I saw the mayor last night, and he was just very gracious. And everybody down here in Vincennes has been
Burkhart
great.
Insurance.
Burkhart Insurance especially. It's just been very, very nice to have us here. So,
Oh, yeah, we certainly thank them. We're going to reward them with a nice print from my camera.
oh, great. Okay, good. All right. Well, that's the way things are shaping up here, folks. We're going to conclude our feed here at WTHI-TV.com. This has been a really great event. I hope some of you who didn't have a chance to get outside and see the eclipse, I hope you had a chance to see what we were showing you here and some of the patter and narration we did. And I hope you found it interesting. I just had a blast. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And until now, I'll be on the air tomorrow night.
Yeah, maybe
Right?
back.
Yeah.
We will.
Unless
We'll have a report again for the evening news. But
Okay. All right. Very good. Thanks for watching, everybody.